What's going on, everybody? This your man Chris Thorns. I got an update that I want to bring up to you, so I'm going to bring it to you right now. Let's get right into it, okay? All right. I tried to go live and do this a few minutes ago, but apparently nobody was getting notifications or the thing was fucking up. I don't know. So if you try to go view the lives I try to do, you're not going to see them because I took them down because I figured nobody hear them or whatever the case may be. But anyway, though, um, hopefully y'all can hear this one when I do this one. Okay, y'all remember a while back I covered a story about the dad who laced smoothies and gave it to his daughter's friends at a sleepover at his house. Do y'all remember that? For those of you who might not remember, let me play this real quick and give you a refresher.
Now to a disturbing story out of Lake Oswego this morning where a father is accused of drugging three 12-year-old girls at his home during his daughter's sleepover. Fox's Bonnie Silkman is joining us now in studio after looking over court documents. Bonnie, good morning.
Good morning. That's right. A father in Lake Oswego, 57-year-old Michael Meyden, turned himself in this week after being accused of lacing mango smoothies with a drug that's usually used to treat insomnia and panic attacks, and then giving those drinks to three 12-year-old girls at his daughter's sleepover. According to court documents, this all happened in August of last year in Maiden's Lake Oswego home. He's accused of putting the drug benzodiazepine into those smoothies. Court documents say the girls reported feeling groggy, some of them even blacking out. The documents also say that Maiden made repeated visits to the basement where the girls were sleeping, watching them sleep, and at one point even holding his finger under one girl's nose and waving his hand in front of her face to see if she was asleep. Now, one of those girls, according to court documents, managed to stay awake. She texted her mother just before 2 a.m. saying, quote, "Mom, please pick me up and say I had a family emergency. I don't feel safe. I might not respond, but please come get me. Please, please pick up. Please, please." The documents also say that she then contacted a family friend who picked her up and took her home to wake her parents. And around 3 a.m., two of the other parents of the girls went to the house to get them. Documents say Maiden resisted letting those parents inside at first, telling the parents the girls were asleep. Maiden finally let the parents in, and the girls were taken home. All three girls did test positive for that drug. Maiden, meanwhile, pleaded not guilty yesterday. He is facing charges including causing another person to ingest a controlled substance. And according to those court documents, he lives in Vancouver and did pay his bail. We'll keep a close eye on this developing case. Mia and Kim, back to you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So that's when I first covered the story. That's when the story first hit or whatnot. And that just scared right there. A grown man had all them girls over there and did what he did. Then when the parents came, he refused to let them in the house. That's kind of creepy right there. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of creepy, this is what this update is about. So find out. Some people was already saying that they felt like he had creepy intentions. Okay? And let me bring this over here. Okay? And we're going to read this right here, what it said about Mr. Michael. What it's going to say about him. And as you can see, the title right there itself, it says that creepy dad who allegedly drugged 12-year-old girls' smoothies always kept track of co-workers' kids. Thought he was being nice. They say he thought he was being nice. Look here. I always told y'all, if people are insisting about your kids and they constantly being persistent about your children, something is wrong with their picture, okay? Something's wrong with that picture, and I believe it was his idea, or whatever the case may have been, for the girls to come to his house for the sleepover. Now, mind you, when I first did the story, and when I did another update on my community wall, the parents said they really didn't know this man, and they want to really went to go visit the house. and see what the house was like, to go in there to see what the aura is like in the house and none of this stuff. And I was just like, how do you let your 12-year-old go to somebody's house, spend the night with somebody that you barely know, or you didn't go there even try to check it out? Okay, and this is why I say this generation of parents, I don't know what the hell going on, but back in the 80s and the 90s, our folks, if somebody wanted to spend the night at our house or we wanted to spend the night at somebody else's house, your mom, your dad finna go check out the scene before they let you go over there. They didn't give a damn if you know their daughter or son or not. You know what I'm saying? You may know them, but do you know what be going on in their house? And when I read that none of them knew this man, they barely knew the man, and didn't even visit the house, I like, what the hell is going on here? But check this out though. Okay? It goes on to say, the Oregon man accused of feeding drug-laced mango smoothie to his daughter's friends showed a creepy interest in his co-workers' children, the Post learned. And this was posted on April the 30th, so just a few days ago. And it goes on to say that when Michael Meyden was working as an HR director for renewable energy company Avangrid, I guess I'm saying it right, Avangrid, he was known around the office for being friendly and jovial. I'm not sure what that means, but okay. As a matter of fact, let me put that in over here. Let me see what the definition means. Oh, full of happiness and joy. Duh, Chris. He pretty much full of happiness and joy. But one of his former colleagues now questions his motives, and it goes on to say that he always wanted to know about their families. A colleague who worked with him for about 2 years until 2021 told the Post. He asked about my kids, how old they are, what is extracurriculars they liked. Did he tell me what his kids were up to? It seemed really innocent at the time. Yes, it's going to always seem innocent, but information like that, if you don't really just know them like that, there's probably some weird question to be asking, but then again, on the other hand, maybe not so weird, but stuff like that, you just got to look at it, be like, why are you asking about my children as a curricular, what's going on here or whatnot. But nevertheless, I guess it all depends on the type of person that you are and the type of person, how you look at questions like that. Okay. Then it goes on to say, but the colleague says interest extended past office hours. Wow. And you thought he was being nice, asked you about your children past office hours? I guess, I don't know. He was the one coworker who would like my daughter's cheer pics on Facebook, she recalls. That may be a red flag for anybody, For this is why I say, man, I couldn't have a daughter, because I would look at everybody as a suspect who would like pictures where she cheering and stuff like that. Some of them cheer outfits be slightly provocative, and to see a grown ass man who I barely know, or a grown ass woman I barely know, liking stuff like that, yeah, probably some antennas gonna start going up. Like, hey, what the fuck, Let alone, why would you be following my 12-year-old? I mean, why would you be following them unless y'all cousins or family members or whatever the case may be? I don't think there's no reason to be looking at my daughter's page. But hey, nevertheless, this is what happens, okay? Yeah. The colleague said his interest extended past office hours. He was the one co-worker who would like my daughter's cheer pics on Facebook, she recalls. Then it goes on to say that he would ask questions about her. He knew my kid's name. Listen to this. He knew the kid's name, ages. He kept track of all that. I thought he was just being nice. If you didn't tell them their name and ages, and he telling you their name and ages, I don't know where you get that nice shit from. If a man is telling me or a woman's telling me my child age and name and I didn't give it to him, or I didn't talk much to them for them to even know that shit, yeah, I would think something's wrong. Or something's going on, or you got some kind of child fetish or something. But you know all this and you talk you just being nice? No, not a lot of us just naive, I guess. I don't know. But y'all tell me how y'all feel about that. Meyden, 57 years old. Then he 57 years old. Fuck he doing asking about a 12-year-old, asking about your daughter. He barely knew nothing about you. Okay? He is 57 years old. He faces multiple charges stemming from August 26th sleepover last year at his $1.2 million home in Lake Oswego, Oregon, if I said that right. According to a proper cause affidavit obtained by the Post, Meyden served 3 of his daughter's 12-year-old friends mango smoothies laced with benzo. Excuse me. A depressant that slows the nervous system. 2 of the girls allegedly fell into a thick, deep sleep, according to the affidavit. A third girl frantically texted her parents, asked for someone to help her. Soon, all of the girls descended on the home at 3 a.m. the following day. The girls' parents took them to the hospital. Good deal. After they required help walking and could not recall what happened to them the night before. With one girl telling police she blacked out after drinking 2 smoothies. The affidavit alleges, according to a statement from the police department at their Lake Oswego, I guess, officers later determined that Meyden was responsible for the drugs detected in the girl's bloodstream. Then it goes on to say, Meyden faces felony charges of causing another person to ingest a controlled substance and application of a controlled substance to the body of another person. Police have not speculated on Meyden's motive. He has pleaded not guilty and is free on a $50,000 bond. Meyden and his wife divorced last October, less than 2 months after the incident. She probably did a good thing. According to a divorce judgment obtained by the Post, now he's in hiding in Vancouver, Washington. Meyden has no contact with his children, sources told the Post. The violation of trust is the worst betrayal any of us in the family have ever experienced, a relative of wife told the Post. He's not fit to be around his children. I don't think his own kids will ever talk to him again. Neither Meyden's 2 children have been named as victims in the court documents. Meyden's attorney, Mark Cogan, did not return the Post's request for comment, but previously told the Oregonian his client is presumed innocent, and we hope that the people will reserve judgment until all of the facts and circumstances are known. He is due in court again next month. Guys, just reading that right there, what I've been telling y'all. I've been saying this. I really have to read this, but I feel like since this is an update, I need to let y'all know what was going on here. Okay? I don't know if his daughter really wanted to sleepover, or if she did, he wanted it more, or maybe he suggested it to the daughter to have one. Okay? And this is why I tell y'all, a lot of these grown ass men and women, you think they looking at you, but they're really looking at your children. All right? You got to be some type of person to find other people's children on Facebook and liking their pictures and shit like that. That to me, they just sounded creepy as fuck. All right? And it may be innocent to an extent, but I seriously doubt it. Because again, the way this story is putting it, if I never told you about my daughter, or I barely talking about my daughter, I never gave you the name, I never gave you the ages, hell, you probably barely know what they look like. How the fuck would you find them? How? But I know with Facebook it's kind of easy because if you are friends with certain individuals, You can see who they friends with, and you kind of get a clue about who is who. Okay? Now, I don't know how many people invested in much time in Facebook trying to find whoever somebody follow, but apparently they do. He did. Okay? He did. And you mean to tell me, I don't know whoever this person was who claimed he did all this, but I don't know if she one of the ones that let her daughter come over because they said they thought he was being nice. So you mean to tell me that this man was sitting there asking all these questions and saying all this shit that you felt like they was creeping you out? And I'm just gonna say, possibly, you was one of the ones that still let your daughter go over there? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You're already saying to yourself and thinking to yourself, what this man is asking me, what's he doing, is creepy as fuck. But you still allowed your daughter to go over there. That's creepy too. All right? That's if this person, whoever saying this in this article, they did that. Because again, quote unquote, they say they thought he was being nice. Oh, he was being nice, all right? That's the name of the game. Be nice to make you feel comfortable. And once you feel comfortable enough, then, hey, you probably give him more information as to who your daughter is. And once you did that, then pretty much you kind of served him up on a silver platter. Okay? Even though you didn't know, but then again, in a sense you did know because he gave you the signs this was the type of man that he is. Now, your daughter probably didn't know. She probably thought she was going over there having a good time with somebody she was cool with. All right? But you, on the other hand, as the adult who talked to him, and he said all this weird ass shit, something should have told you. No, I'm good on that, bro. She can't come over there. I'm good on that. I'm good on that. But however, it happened. And again, I'm just still stunned as I do the update on this story that a lot of you said in one of the updates I did, y'all never visited the home. Y'all never looked at the home. Y'all really didn't do shit. Once I heard the sleepover, y'all instantly let your daughter go over there. And I get it because a lot of y'all probably look at it, hey, I need a break. I had a house to myself and I could do what I want to do. All right? Because that's how a lot of folks thought like that in the past too. They love to get rid of us because they can get that little break and do whatever they want to do. All right? Totally understand it. But at the same time, back in our era, if they sent you anywhere or you asked to go spend the night anywhere, they're going to make sure they make a visit to the place that you're trying to go. And if they had a bad vibe about it, you weren't going. All right? But again, we're in a different generation now. Wow. This is crazy. Now this man saying he's not guilty. Wow, let's see. We just have to see how this unfold, okay? We just see how this unfold. But as always, guys, this is the update to the dude who sat up there and laced them girls with the smoothies. Now that you heard this, again, I've been saying this. Y'all go listen to me one day. Y'all tell me what y'all think. I'm your man, Chris Thorns. Thank you for listening.